Hey friends, welcome to my extensive oral hygiene care routine. I'm going to explain to you the things that I have here. I love to floss. I typically use the Oral-B floss I get from the dentist or from some of my resource places, and I'll actually buy floss. The regular floss is just thin. Sometimes it comes with scent. This Neuro Guru company, they have some amazing products. This floss right here is expandable, so when it gets wet, it expands. They also have an amazing toothbrush cap holder that I have, and it's full of essential oils and it takes care of the toothbrush, and it's amazing. So for the most part, I love to use floss. I just recently got these gum soft packs advanced from one of my resource places. I didn't know what this was, but I got a couple of packs and I wanted to try it. Come to find out, it's a floss. This is a different type of floss. Off camera, I did sample this. Sometimes I will not be doing oral hygiene routine on camera, or actually at all. This comes with a nice little cool to go pack. With this floss here, as you can see, there's quite a bit in there. There's a 60 pack. Oh, and also those other floss that we be getting, like the white ones where you just have it have like the little string, you just put it in your tooth. That's not a good floss either. It's something quick like this one. On this, I think this is possibly a tongue scraper. I did use that when I sampled it. I am so impressed with the fact that this thing is so thin and it literally fits through your teeth. The directions do say if you have hard to reach areas or you have very close teeth, do not force this in. But if you have a couple of gaps like I do, this little thing goes in there. It's very comfortable. It has a nice little minty refreshing, and I like it. Now, this is something quick. So, literally, you just put this in your teeth. But the reason why we still need floss, like things like that and that other floss on the go, those things are not getting rid of the plaque. These are temporary. When you use that little floss, you're literally just pushing it to the other side. So, that's something quick. I can see this being on a go in a cute little case. Maybe you have a popcorn kernel or something irritating in your mouth, but you also still want to floss. This is my routine. Now, I'm going to get into a few more things that I use. Some of these things I do every day, some of these things I do every other day. Again, for me, this will be like a little backup thing. And every day, the most effective is going to be the floss. With the floss, the most important thing about flossing is your gums is the house of your teeth. In order to keep your teeth, you're trying to floss around and get the plaque and the food and the buildup, all of those things from around the house. You're trying to make sure the gum is healthy so you can keep your tooth to prevent any decay or cavities or anything. When you're flossing, you're going around that entire tooth. It's the way that you hold it and you go back and forth. That's why flossing is important. Looking at this video, I'm just now realizing that these were recycled. This is my first time using the tongue scrapers. I had them for about 6 months. I won't be getting these again, not the recycled kind. Again, this little thing at the bottom is something that you can pick your teeth with. Tongue scraper is good because they don't do anything with the tongue at the dentist. Again, it removes that plaque that you have, bad breath. Cloves. Cloves are great. Cloves is one of those things. Before we got all of this different stuff, before we got advanced with our healthcare, our skincare, there's a thing called traditional folk medicine. So there's things that the people used that was natural. Cloves is one of those things. It is a spice. You cook with it, you make clove water, but it is a wound healer. Come on, Jesus. So when you have that sensitivity in the back of your tooth or something is not right, you chew some cloves, it go away instantly. I have tested this and it works amazing. Another thing that I do, again, I will not be doing oral hygiene routine on camera, but I did try to get some here and I did not even have plaque. The more you brush and floss and take care of your oral hygiene, you can eat all day. The point of this video, I have ate all day and there's no plaque on here. I just wanted to show you something else that I do extra is I'll take me a clove when I'm bored and I will literally scrub every one of my teeth. The front, the back. Sometimes flossing that back tooth yourself, it's hard to get around in those tight areas. I take the clove, I lay it flat on one of my fingers and I scrub the inside of my tooth and then that removes the plaque. So flossing is great, but there's still other things that you can do to make sure it's 100% clean. For toothpaste, I do baking soda and coconut oil if I have them available. If I don't have the coconut oil, I will still do toothpaste and sprinkle baking soda on my toothbrush. This helps to balance out any bacteria and the mouth microbiome in general. And it's good for saliva. So the thing about saliva is we do need saliva. I just went to the dentist yesterday. And I told my dentist I was doing all of this. I told the hygienist I was doing all of this because she asked me, like, what are you doing? And I told her everything. She was like, oh my God, I have to do that. I need your routine. After that, I do a coconut oil pull. So the routine is toothbrush, toothpaste, baking soda on the toothpaste. After you're done brushing, floss, clove, coconut oil pull. Or you can do that different. Now, the thing about the coconut oil pull, that coconut oil whitens the teeth, so does that baking soda. That tongue scraper freshens the breath and remove that yeast from your mouth. Also, that coconut oil is an astringent, so it's going to pull any type of mucus that you have in your throat. You can either use coconut oil or castor oil. Things like this and that other white floss that we see is just a quick one too. You want to make sure that you're using real floss to get around the house of your teeth. So the routine would be floss, cloves, brushing with baking soda, coconut oil pull, and then the tongue scraper. Would you try this? Leave down below in the comment section. Mwah.